everyone, my name is Charlette Ginu and I am a volunteer at Hearing Matters Australia. I am currently a student pursuing a Bachelor's in Speech and Hearing Sciences, hoping to pursue a Master's in Audiology. In this series, I would like to interview Mary, if you'd like to introduce yourself a bit.
Yeah, my name is Mary. I'm a 76-year-old ex-registered nurse, and I have been probably working till I was 70, so I'm very happy to share my hearing lack journey with you.
Can you share to us a bit about your hearing loss and how has it impacted your life?
I guess it probably started when I was about 65, I would say, because my daughter pulled me aside at the Royal Easter Show into one of the booths where they were doing hearing testing, and I failed. So that was sort of an indication. But before that, I think there were cues that I didn't pick up on. I remember going to New Zealand to visit family and wondered why the television was so low. Why don't they turn it up a little bit? And there are little things like that, but I wasn't very aware. Yeah. But all of a sudden I became aware. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how has it affected your daily activities, like work or even your social life?
Look, not badly at all, because I think I was very happy to embrace the hearing aids, and I was wearing two. And the most exciting thing for me on the first day when they were fitted was that I could hear the birds in the trees more clearly, and I could even hear the paper rustling of the newspaper, and I thought, wow, that's amazing to hear that. But I would say for the last 9 months, it's been very sad. My hearing loss plummeted, I would have to say, and that's been a huge issue for me. So that is why I'm now on the journey for having a cochlear, because of that. I can hear traffic, I can hear the birds, not super clearly, but it's the speech of other people, their lost clarity, and phone is an issue.
What strategies have worked best for you in terms of managing your hearing loss?
Well, the thing that I absolutely love, because I don't watch TV normally, is the streaming and the words on the screen. Those sorts of things help. My daughters have shown me the app that's available on the smartphone.
Oh, yes. So
that when they're out with me, we can exchange. You know, it records your voice, and you can hear, and you can hold the phone up. I understand there are microphones. I've not explored that enough, and I may need to do that once I get the cochlear, maybe.
Are there any areas you want to talk about? Do you have any other personal experiences or stories that can help create an awareness?
I guess the question that I have on my head at the moment is, when I get a cochlear implant, I've heard that the perception of music changes through the brain, and I have looked up some papers about that in relation, but I was relieved to hear Pat talk say today that it wasn't an issue for her. So I think it's just a matter of me just going ahead with the journey and dealing with whatever happens, I think.
So what suggestions would you offer to help people support those with hearing loss in improving their hearing experience?
From what I hear, some people are reluctant to take that step and have a hearing aid. They see it as a failure or whatever. But I would say, no, it's not. It actually improves your life. So I think I would be very supportive of anybody who wanted to follow that journey. I would be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, amazing. And what key areas do you believe should be advocated for, to better support individuals living with a hearing loss?
I think that the awareness is out on the table. I think that's really important. That people understand this person has a hearing loss. There may be things like, you talked about the microphone, perhaps if you're at a meeting
Yeah.
You know, you'd have that as a special support and enable people to be aware of it. Yeah, I think those sorts of things.
Yeah.
The technical aids, I think, are supreme. Yeah.
Do you have any tips or advice for others, like in terms of improving their hearing experience?
I would probably say it only came to me in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
18 months possibly.
Okay.
That the audiologist I was attending maybe wasn't picking up my experience, but maybe then I was hoping, I think I had it in my head, it's a bit like getting your vision tested. You would just go and the glasses would be made stronger and that would be helpful. But then the audiologist realised that I had significant hearing loss and referred me to Hearing Australia and then to the ENT specialist. But maybe I should have seen the ENT specialist a little earlier, I don't know. But anyway, my journeys will have a good result, I think.
Wow, that's amazing. How can hearing individuals create a more inclusive environment, do you think?
I know sometimes people get stressed and a bit cross, and I did have an experience one where I probably guessed what the person was trying to tell me and she got very annoyed, and that really upset my confidence, I think.
Yeah.
And when I was meeting her the next time, I was very aware that this could happen. So it's a human thing.
Yeah.
But I think, on the whole, I think people are understanding, and I think I have found this so helpful. What it is, I tell people I've got a hearing loss.
Okay.
So when I go to people like the doctor, the dentist, the hairdresser, they're immediately aware and they make accommodation for me.
Right, okay.
So that I can hear them. I don't hide that, I bring it out. Yeah.
Are there any specific ways family, friends or co-workers can offer better support?
I think just to be patient sometimes.
Yeah.
I do find that some voices I hear better than others. And I have a daughter whose voice is very, whatever the pitch is, and but she's patient. I mean, and I think it's very wise not to pretend that you understand what they said, but to actually stop and say, look, would you please repeat this? Because I think that's communication is very important.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree with you on that. What message would you like to share with others facing similar challenges?
Just to not be afraid to go out and get as much help as you can, and it's not your fault. It's just something you need to live with and deal with, and communication's so important. We need to be able to take everything that can be helpful.
Thank you so much for your time, Mary.
It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. A lovely interview.
Thank you.